so here's how to strum the chords to Lie, Lie, Lie. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Before we do, make sure you hit the like and subscribe so I can keep making these videos for you all. And check out the description and pinned comment for some links to my gear, this guitar. I've got capos and accessories and stuff like that down there. So we're going to start with an E minor chord, middle finger 2nd fret of A, ring finger 2nd fret of D. So you're going to strum, mute, and then do a just a chunk, just kind of like chunk across the strings, lay your palm down so that it mutes it out. Just a rhythmic thing. So we're going to do that a lot in this song. So you go. All right. Now we get into the harder part. So you're going to take that E minor shape, you're going to bring it up here to the 9th fret so that your middle finger is 9th fret of A, ring finger 9th fret of D. And the strum pattern from there, and we're going to piece it all together in a second, so just bear with me. We've got up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So slower. Up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. One more time, a little slower. Up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So here's what we got. Up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. All right, it's a little weird. And if you can't get it exact, that's okay. Just see if you can get relatively close to that and then work up to being able to do the whole thing. So we got. Now we got to go to the next chord, which is C. So index finger 1st fret of B, middle finger 2nd fret of D, ring finger 3rd fret of A. And this time you're going to strum twice. Then do your chunk, I guess we could call it. You got, okay. Now we're going to do the same concept where we come up here, but we're going to place our fingers slightly different. So your index finger is going to set down 7th fret of D, ring finger 9th fret of A. All right. And we're going to do that same strum pattern. Up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So a little slower. Up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we had up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. All right. So just recapping what we got up to this point. Right. Now the third chord in the progression is A minor. So again, index finger 1st fret of B, middle finger 2nd fret of D, but ring finger right underneath your middle finger on 2nd fret of G. Now I use my pinky to kind of mute here because it's hard to get like a nice muted, because now we've got to do 3 distinct strums on the A minor chord. We've got to go. Right? 1, 2, 3. So right after that, we come back up to that same position we were in before with index finger 7th fret of D, ring finger 9th fret of A, and we do the exact same strum pattern. So we've got, and I don't think there's as defined as a chunk in between the chord and the high part as there is on the other 2 chords, but I think it might be there. So you could go, then do your little chunk, then come up to the high notes. All right. So everything. right, now one little detail you can add that I was adding when you, after the A minor, you got up, up, down, up, down. You got up, up, down, up, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up. So you add your pinky here on that 9th fret of the D string. Now you don't have to add this. This is just an embellishment I was adding, and I think that he might be adding in there. So you got up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So I add it. You can add it later. Up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So I'm adding it on that up, I think. Up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So you can add that if you want. So that kind of sounds like in the mix of everything. Hear that in there? So you can add that if you want to. If not, don't worry about it. So now that leads us to the last chord in the progression, which is B7. So middle finger, 2nd fret of A, index finger, 1st fret of D, ring finger, 2nd fret of G, and then your pinky, 2nd fret of high E. Should give you that. So now what we're doing here is, so that's down, up, and then a chunk. So that's down, up, chunk, down, up, chunk, down, up, chunk. All right? Down, up, chunk, down, up, chunk, down, up, chunk. Right? All right, so here's what we got. Everything all together a little slower. All right, so there's one other little piece a little later on. There's like a slow section where there's some bridge chords, and I'm not sure if this is exactly right, but what I thought I was hearing was just single strums. You got like a E minor to an A minor, and then a C to a B7. And then it goes back into just the structure or the main riff. So that's pretty much it for this song. I did notice also that, you know, that exact strum pattern I was doing doesn't necessarily happen the whole time. So what you might want to do for some of it, if you're really trying to sing along and play, rather than doing the chorus riff the whole time, you might want to just simplify some things. So that's one idea you could do, something like that. For the parts where you're not hearing that aggressive intro riff, you could just be like down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. I can't even say it and play it. Down, down, up, down, up. But that's pretty much it. So yeah, that should hopefully get you all the sections you need for this song. Go ahead, hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next video.